So you have to siphon off warbeasts.
Right, okay.
Or you have to basically cut, which is, as I cut, it's called reaving. So he can lose a hit point to get a fury point.
Okay. Oh, that's good. So he can.
So having more warbeasts in this game is useful in that sense. And then when heavy warbeasts and light warbeasts die, you get a soul. You soul bind them, which means that because they're no longer on the table, instead at the start of your turn, you get a fury point onto your warlock for free for each one of those dead warbeasts. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But we'll get into that because the game of how warbeasts work compared to and warlocks work compared to warcasters and warjacks is kind of inverted, but you'll see.
Okay.
It's been a while since I used warbeasts because I mean obviously I use them a lot with Scorn, so I think once I get my Scorn army painted up, which is not going to happen until I get all of that painted up and the other stuff. Okay, I've got to deploy this guy. He's got a further 3-inch deployment zone because of his, that's 2 inches on, and then I can do another inch, gets him to there. I'll put him there because it's got Pathfinder. Okay, cool. So I've got the first turn with the Cadre. We can be seen on camera, but excellent, so it's all good. Yeah, so I've got the first turn with the Cadre. So it's pretty standard. So we're playing for, there's 2 objectives here and here, which are these barrels, which are also walls. You have to be within 2 inches with at least 2 models to claim it. That'll get you 1 VP. You score VPs at the end of the first player's second turn. Both players score at the end of each turn. So it basically means you have to be quite aggressive to get up on the board and take out objectives, and either it's going to be cast a kill or it's going to be whoever at the end of the opponent's player's turn. If you're 3 VPs ahead, then you win. So it's going to be pretty tough. So obviously you would normally do maintenance phase, nothing to maintain. Then I've got to allocate focus, so for powering up because I'm within control range. So then I can do stuff. Am I going to give the Warjack any more to do stuff? No, because it's just going to be able to run forward. So I don't need to allocate any more focus there. So let's start with the Warjack. Razor's got a speed of 5, which means he is going to be able to move when he runs at speed plus 5, which is 10. And I want to get him up onto the board to there. So he's going to run forward to there. That's pretty good. Then we've got Goran. Goran is got speed 6 and he's got Pathfinder, so he's not going to be impeded by moving through the trees, which are normally difficult terrain, so you lose 2 inches of movement for that. So he's going to go, it means he's got a speed of 11, so he can go 11 inches. He's going to go all the way and stay in the tree line there. And that's his move done. Nice and simple. Also, because he's in the trees, he would gain concealment, which is +2 defense. And because he's got prowl and therefore concealment, he's therefore stealth, which means he can't be shot at unless you're within 5 inches of him. So he's being sneaky. Right, we'll deal with these. The hounds, they've got speed 6, they can run 11. So we place 1 model there, and we would place the others within 2 inches, but I'm not, because I want to gain the benefit of their shield wall, which gives them +2 armor, I think. Let me see, shield wall, +2 armor if they're in base-to-base contact with each other. Good, okay. Then we've got good old Vilkul. Now she runs, she can't cast any spells. She's at speed 7, so she can make up the board quite quickly. So I will do that. I will move 7 to there. And then I'm going to get some spells out into play because we want to be able to upkeep stuff. So she's got one or more I've got Avenging Force. If one or more friendly warrior models were damaged by enemy attacks while in the spellcaster's range, then in my maintenance phase they can move forward. Cyclone means you can make a full advance. Oh, that'd be quite good. It's a little risky, but yeah, let's do that. So we're gonna put spend 2 to put Iron Flesh on the Warjack. So it gains +2 armor resistance to blast, which is pretty good because we know that I think Sully's got bombs.
Yeah.
And I think Powder Keg is an blast. AoE blast weapon, yeah. Or blast magic spell. So that's out in play first. And it's an upkeep spell, so getting out early is good. So then that leaves, let's cast for 2 to do Cyclone, which means they make an immediate full advance. So that's a further 7 inches.
Ah, you don't need a run.
No, just teleport forward. And then finally, target friendly. Okay, so that's for a Warjack. That might be useful next turn. We'll think about that. In fact, actually, that should be the spell I put down. I don't think I need the armor on it. I think what you said, rather than Iron Flesh, it would have cost the same. Is Superiority, which is the Warjack gains +2 speed, +2 mat, and defense, and cannot be knocked down. So I may as well get it out in play because it's an upkeep spell. Then I can do Iron Flesh instead and cast Iron Flesh on. They're going to be out of range now. Yeah. So let's put Iron Flesh on Vilkul herself. So I can go forward toe to toe with her because that'll mean her armor is up to 17 then. Right, so that's the end of my turn. So your turn.
Okay. Right, so he starts with his 6
Fury.
He's got.
So while I have to spend focus to get a Warjack to run, charge, or do special attacks, or for boosting, or for anything else that might say on their profile they need to do that. Warbeasts are the reverse. To do it, you have to rile them. So when you want to run, when you want to charge, you put a Fury token on them. And that is then what you siphon off in your maintenance, in your control phase, onto your Warlock. So there may come, in a large game, it could be, and in a larger game, lots of units in play, and you're, with your Warlock, throwing out lots of spells to buff things and prepare spells in play. It may be that you are not going, if you've just run and moved your Warbeast forward, you may only have, like, say, 3 or 4 Fury points on them in total, and your Warlock has spent all their Fury, so you'd be like, well, what do I do? So the other thing you can do on your Warbeast is you rile them, and riling them basically means they get angry, they generate a Fury point, but they haven't done anything else to do that. So you can generate Fury on them. So the little nuclear reactors that you have to look after, rather than I've got a steam train with limited resources. So that's how that operates. Other things that you can do. So normally when you camp focus on a Warcaster, if you take damage, you can reduce that damage by 5 by spending a focus point. You can only do that 1 focus point per attack that has damaged you. With Warlocks and Warbeasts, so long as the Warbeast is in your control range and has their spirit, what do we call them? Spirit branches? Yeah, arcs. As long as that's not fully taken out, you can redirect damage from your Warlock onto the warbeast. Yeah. So you spend a fury point on your Warlock, and it can redirect on there. I will check that because it's been a while since I've used warbeast, but that's basically what happens. And then you can generate more fury by losing a hit point on your Warlock. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. So it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this. First time using any hordes type.
This is the first time you've used any hordes, because like your previous army in 2E was Signar.
It's always been Signar. Always the boys in blue.
Well, the cool thing, if you like, the cool thing with trolls is in the Gravediggers Command Cadre, one of the minis, the solo is a Trollkin carrying a minigun. So it's all Trollkin all the time.
Well, I just love the look of them. They look fantastically silly and over the top, which I think is brill. So, yes. Okay, so learning. So he starts with that. I'll get more fury on Chum as he does stuff, or I rile him. And I think first thing I'm going to do is activate the Lockabar brothers. They've got a speed of 6. I think we're just going to double move with them. So that's...
Well, it's not, remember, if they run, it's not a double move, it's speed plus 5.
That's it. Yeah, speed plus 5. So that's still 11. That's all right. So, can I borrow your tape measure, please?
Yes, right. Because
makes my life a little bit easier. I have no idea which brother's which.
You don't need to know, fortunately, with them. So they all have the same rules throughout.
I like this already.
Whereas the Hounds and the Blacks the 13th, each member had different rules they convey to each of them. They simplified the Crix character unit because you couldn't tell the difference between the models. I don't think you can really tell the difference between the Lockerbash brothers. So yeah, they're running forward.
I'll just put them down.
Yeah, and you can play. So you move one and put the others within 2 inches. Yeah, so that means you can immediately take the.
I wonder if that one there.
Yeah, you can. I think you can just about see on camera that they've taken the boxes.
Yeah, they'll have a bit of cover now, which would be great. And
so that'll be cover, gives them +4 defense.
Fab. That's exactly what I want. Next, I'm gonna go with Mr. Boggs. That's such a cool little character. I love it. Speed 6, so it'll be a similar thing. Speed plus 5, 11 inches. Mr. Boggs will be able to go. Now, Mr. Boggs is just going to go there. Not next to someone. I could be next to someone. Stuff here. I'll be next to someone in case that actually makes a difference. So, still out of 3 though. So, that is quite something. I'm going to rile Chum.
Yeah.
Not rile. I'm going to
force him
to run.
Yeah, that's right. So you force him to do stuff.
One fury, yeah.
Yeah, 1 fury, you force him and he can...
It was 5 plus 5, that's 10. Flying over there.
So obviously he's not... So you have a think about what spells you're mostly going to cast with your Warlock. So think about the cost of those, and then that will inform you how much you want to rile Chum, and therefore generate extra fury points on him.
And do I do that in...
You do that now.
You do that now. Okay.
In its activation.
Yeah. Okay, so...
I forgot to tell you what I'm going to name these episodes. So this is the inaugural coffee machine, because it's chill. It's chill with a cup of coffee. Not being ultra competitive and just playing a bit of Warmachine.
Oh, that's nice. Right. Oh my gosh. So that's... I'm going to have to... Mind you, I'm going to want to run with him, so he's not going to cast his spells.
Yeah, exactly. So have it. Yeah.
So if you're not point me riling.
Right. Exactly. So you can shed Fury. So the reason I'll say this is because if you have full Fury on your Warlock, it's not like with the Warcasters where at the end of the turn, essentially, you know, whatever's excess is removed and so forth. With your Warlock, they keep their Fury there. So if they've got maximum Fury, they can't leech it off Warbeast. And any Fury left on a Warbeast means they will frenzy, potentially frenzy. So what you can do as part of your action with Foulblood is you can shed Fury. So you can choose to sacrifice a Fury point off him so that you're ready to leech off your Warbeast in your next turn.
Given that, it'll probably be best for me to definitely, when I get round to Foulblood's activation, I'll do a spell with him just for the sake of it. I mean, mind you, I was wanting to run with him, but he moves fairly fast. He's got movement of
6.
Yeah, 6. He's going to be fine for him to be able to hang a bit further back. That's not a problem.
He's pretty good in combat, but I don't think he's really a combat kind of Warlock in my feeling. I feel like he's very much like he gets everyone drunk and turns them into absolute brick shit houses.
Okay. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm still going to rile Chum. So to rile him, it's just you put
one on him.
Put one on him. Right, so he's got 2. That's Chum's activation. Next, I'm going to...
You got Sully.
Yeah, I've got Sully.
So he's got movement, 7?
Yeah, 7.
7, so he can go 12, and he flies, so he can move over any intervening terrain. So obviously the buildings block line of sight, and you can't end movement upon them.
Well, we'll see where we can go.
So. I think Sully's got some other things as well. Has he got fly? Has he got like fly high?
He's Albatross. If an enemy destroys him,
yes.
For the rest of the turn, they suffer -1 to attack and damage rolls.
Yeah.
Annoyance. Living animals with 1 inch of this model suffer -1 attack roll. Being harassed by a big flappy bird. That's pretty cool.
Not very good against critics because they're not live.
Fire. They're not bothered.
No.
If he steals their chips.
So fly high, I think means you have to be ranges count as like being 3 inches longer than normal, right?
That's right, yeah. Any range attacks targeted this model suffer -3 range.
Yeah.
Friendly models can take advantage, though, through this model if they have enough movement to move complete past its base. So you can move through it. It's pretty cool. Model lose flying high.
So essentially I have to be 3 inches closer than normal to shoot him. And that becomes a real pain in the backside because the Chimera faction, the Command Cadre, they all have fly high and they all have, I think, can get stealth. Some of them can get stealth. So you have to be pretty close to them to shoot.
Also in the box with these guys. That sounds, if you like flying, that's a good box. Okay, so I'm going to run. So it's movement 7 +5, so it's 12.
Yeah,
it can go. And then he has reposition 5 at the end of its activation. When it did not run or charge, it can move up to 5.
I always forget reposition because reposition is if you did not run or charge because Goran the Jackal has that.
So now, last thing to do is Commodore Foulblood. Right. So first thing, it can use. It can use any of its plans during its activation. Fighting dirty, open bar. That could be cool. I might do that before the end, or walk it off. Okay, it's just stumbling drunk.
So again with his battle plan stuff, it depends on what you want to do. Sometimes you have to activate him before units do stuff, and sometimes you might activate him at the end.
Yeah.
Depending upon whether he's preparing units to charge into things or.
Okay. Well, all I'm going to do is going to move 6. Oh, I have to do I leech this off when it comes to
No. That's in the start.
End.
That's at the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Essentially.
I'll get it eventually. So moving to there. Now I'm going to use 2 of my fury to cast. Ooh, what shall we do? To cast blur. Now I'm going to cast Blur. It gives me +3 defense against ranged and arcane attacks. I think I'm going to put Blur onto these fellas, onto the to Lockabar brothers.
Oh, the Lockabash brothers, yeah.
Lockabash brothers.
So Blur gives them what, +2 defense?
Yeah, +3 defense.
+3 defense.
It's ranged and arcane attacks. So that's what they've got. He's done that. He's moved at the end. Any point in his activation, any time his activation, he can use his battle plan. So he's going to go open bar. Right, so while within 10 inches model, friendly living faction models, that's all of them, with a large or smaller base, suffer stumbling drunk. Or gain stumbling drunk. It's not suffering. It's
so large or small, yeah. So they all gain. So within 12 inches of him, right?
10 inches.
10 inches, yeah.
So these fellas.
So stumbling drunk basically means that if they get hit by an attack, I think if they get hit or is it if they get damaged?
So it's a model cannot be knocked down if it's hit any time except while it is advancing. After the attack is resolved,
it moves D3 inches backwards from the attack. So that is pretty cool because. You could imagine against warjacks or warlocks, things that have multiple attacks. You get hit, and you hope you get put. You could then stumble backwards, and therefore go out of their range to hit you. The other cool thing then with that is, as I said, is they can't be knocked down. What do we know about tough? Tough is deactivated if you are knocked down. Interesting because also Goran's has got tough, and Vilkul's got tough, and I think the Hounds have also got tough. So all of these guys have got tough. So it's kind of a bit of a mirror match in that respect. Okay, so you've done all your movements. That's the end of your turn. So it's now start of my turn. Start of my turn is really simple. I do the maintenance phase. Nothing's on fire. Nothing is. There's no continuous effects to resolve. I've got 6 focus that I reallocate to in the control phase. I power up in the control phase. I maintain my 2 upkeep spells to the cost of 2. I'm going to allocate let's have a think about this. So I could really do with getting to that objective.
How many upkeep spells can you have at once?
As many as you can sustain.
Okay.
But a model, a friendly model, any model can only have 2 upkeep spells on it at one time. One of your own and one of your opponent's. If you put another upkeep spell of your own onto a model, if you've already got one already in play on that model, that one gets kicked off.
Okay.
So it stops you layering ridiculous amounts of upkeep spells on things. Let's power up the Warjack for another 1, because what's its range on its gun? Its gun is range of, I should have remembered it also, Razor also has a reposition, I always forget that. It's got its grenade launchers, that's useful. It's got slug cannons range 8. Okay. So I could redirect there and get some shots in on them. That might be a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. Okay, so we'll start with, let me see.
Oops. There we go.
I'll start with the Hounds, I think. The Hounds, I need to check all the range of the weapons. Range 12 on a grenade launcher. Range 12 on the assault cannon, that's good, and range 8 on her carbine. I don't really want to go off that terrain there, but I could do because I've got high armor. But if I stand, I can aim, which is worthwhile. So I think I'm going to just stand and aim and shoot at the Lockbash brothers. So we'll start with the grenade launcher here. That's 10, so I'm in range of the first one there. Okay, what have we got? Grenade launcher, grenade launcher, grenade launcher. There we go. Grenade launcher, range 12, rate of fire 1, AoE 2, power 12, arcing fire can ignore intervening models.
I've got a feeling you're going to need your AoE because I've got defense 13 plus 3 for the spell that I've done.
Is it plus 3 defense with the spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got
then,
plus 2 to hit because I'm aiming.
There's this as well as
that's for the oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they're really difficult. They're going to be difficult to hit. I'll still go for it. Anyway, so what we were saying, range attack rating of 6. So what's their defense?
Their defense is 13 plus another. Is it 8 or?
It'll be 4 for the wall.
7 plus 7, so 20.
20. And I get plus 2 for aiming, so that gives me an 8. Oh my god, I need to actually get 12 on this. Is that actually worth trying to do, or do I go for that? Do I go for that over there? Would it be in range of that?
It's an extra 3 on top of it.
Oh though. Yeah, of course. That's a real pain. Now, if I was to move, I could still be in range there, but then you wouldn't have the wall, the barricade in the way. So, I haven't rolled anything to hit yet, so actually it does make sense. We're going to hop over that wall. It reduces speed by 2, so I'm only going to go 4 inches with him to there. Redeploy the rest within 2 inches to there. So now I can get a line of sight on that one there without having to. So now you've only got your plus 3 defense, but I don't get my aim bonus. But that means then your defense is
16.
16 versus my melee. So I need a 10. Okay, so let's do the assault cannon then. The assault cannon gets plus 1 to attack and damage rolls against medium based, which they are, and plus 2 against large base. So I go up to a 7, so I need a 9 or more to hit. So I miss on the first shot, and hold on, and I get, it's D3 plus 1, so I get to roll this actually 3 more times. Next shot hits.
1.
Next shot misses. Last shot misses. So I get 1 hit. Power 12.
Armor 14.
And I get plus 1 damage on this because again it's medium based. I didn't get a critical hit, but it wouldn't have mattered because stumbling drunk would prevent the knockdown. So we said power 12, armor 14.
Yep.
So it's dice minus 2. Ooh, a really good roll. I do 10 damage, which I think, unfortunately, might be enough to kill one.
That is enough to kill
but
one of them.
They've got a special rule about spreading damage. Do you want to check their sanguine bond?
Ah, the sanguine bond. Just follow me. Sanguine bond. Yeah, when a model will suffer damage from enemy attack, you can choose that one or more models in the unit suffer any amount of damage instead, divided as you choose. If you do this, the model does not suffer damage. The model cannot suffer more damage as a result of the sanguine bond than it has unmarked damage boxes.
So basically, you could spread 10 damage using those 3 dice as markers.
Okay.
Across them. So one of them could take. So you could say one of them takes 4 damage. The other 2 take 3.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So I've got 1
and
2 and
also
6.
Because it's directly away from that model, he's going to move back D3 inches. So he's going to move back 1 inch.
I'm just going to mark up
directly away.
Lost actually. Mind you, 1's gone 7.
There. So we know the carbine, I think, is still out of range because it's at 8-inch range. Oh no, I've got a range in there and not behind cover as a result of it. So we'll try the carbine. Again, I'm going to need to get a 10 to hit on this. No. And then finally, other things that I forget. While this model is playing, this unit gets +1 to attack rolls. Oh, okay, fine. I need to remember all of these things. And then finally, I've got the grenade launcher. Again, so it would normally be a 10, but because of the inspiration, it makes actually a 9 to hit. So that's a hit with a grenade launcher.
Yes, full power.
So on him, he gets hit by the full power of it, which is power 12. So again, dice -2. Oh god, I rolled really well again. Oh. takes another 10 damage.
Well, I'm going to just take it on that guy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you don't want to distribute it off him. So he's dead.
But I've got tough.
So
It's
tough
on a...
is on a tough is on a 5/6.
5 or 6. Whoa, come on! Come on. No.
So they're dead.
Yeah, that's excellent. There we are.
So it's actually quite interesting because stumbling drunk means they can't become knocked down, right? And tough, if you pass your tough roll, the model stays on the board with 1 hit point, but is knocked down. So I guess stumbling drunk means if you tough, you're still stood up.
Yeah.
Which means you can make tough rolls constantly because you lose tough if you're knocked down. So stumbling drunk is ridiculous on trolls. Okay, so that's that shot done. And then from there, I would hit 2 other models within 2 inches, which would have been...
Whatever.
The closest ones, I think, is him and him. I think Mr. Boggs is just a bit far away. Now, this is only hit, though, with the indirect damage, which is power 8. So we said armor's 14, so it's going to be dice -6. So against this one here.
Okay.
Hold on, I rolled 3. Gosh. These dice aren't weighted because these are the same dice. They're dead.
Yeah, so this one's gone.
And then against this one, dice doesn't take any damage.
But I do have a chance to...
To tough, yeah.
Tough. No. See you later.
Wow, that was a pretty good bit of shooting in that first turn there. Okay, that was unexpected grenade launcher.
Wow. I was thinking I would have been able to weather that a little bit.
No, I've just
pretty decent.
That's just been pretty brutal. Okay, so Goran is going to have to move up. Also, hold on, they've got reposition, I think. So that's on turns they did not run or charge, so they could advance 3 inches. So essentially, I'm going to back up and stay base base. Right, then Goran is going to make his move of 6 to... Yeah, he's going to move to there. Because he's got a range of... Let me just check. He's got a range of 12 inches, so that's 10 there. Yeah, good. Maybe a little too close for comfort. We'll stay there. So he's going to shoot his rocket launcher at the warbeast, because why wouldn't you? Range attack rating 7. Defense?
Defense is 11.
Oh, okay, so I only need a 4 to hit. No, completely misses.
Oh well.
But it is an AoE weapon.
Okay.
So that means I hit you with power 7, but the armor on it is
19. You can chip.
So power 7, the maximum I could get is a 21. So no, I get 15 in total. So that just does nothing. And it would be brutal damage, but it's only on a direct hit, and because I missed, it's not a direct hit. Okay, so then he can reposition, and is going to reposition 3 inches back into the woods. Yeah. Right, then... Oh, I had all that focus ready to shoot on them, and that's going to be completely wasted. So instead, I'm going to move 5 inches up to... Oh, wait up, no, because I put on it that spell, which is superiority, which gives +2 speed. So technically, Razor's now got a speed of 7. So it means he can get all the way up there, and then he's going to spend 1 to boost the to-hit roll as he fires his slug cannon. Oh, but he would have to move to there because the slug cannon has only got an 8-inch range, so no, that's actually all completely wasted. So I could run all the way up there. Nah, he's okay there. That's fine. Then Vilkul really needs to do something spectacular, I think, or wait. Now, her axes have only got a range of 8 as well. I don't want to get that close to Chum at this point. So, what has Razor got? Razor's got Swift Hunter, and the shield's got Beat Back. That's no good. She's got Takedown, which is models disabled by her in close combat cannot make tough rolls. If she's not down at the beginning of the main phase, she gets back up for free. All the unit have got Prowl. I think essentially I need to move her into position, which will be about here. Keep the focus on her because I might need to deflect some damage, and I'm going to pop my feet.
What does this do? Oh, this is smoke, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I could have used his grenade launchers because he's got grenade launchers of range 10, but I don't want to get too close. So popping feet is D3 plus 3, so I put down 4 within her control area. So I'm going to put 1 right there because that'll block line of sight, meaning he can't charge me. Then put a further 1, so that's 10. Well, let's measure 12. I'm going to put 1 right on under. If you lift Chum up,
yeah.
Put 1 right under Chum like that,
and
then put 1 there. Put 1 there. That will do. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Right.
At the end of that turn, of course, remember, I get 1 VP. You haven't got anything.
Do you only
within
score at
2
the
inches.
enemy turn, though?
No, you score on both
Every
players' turns.
Okay.
But both players can score.
Okay. So... think about this. Right, okay, so first of all, I leech these 2 Fury from Chum, so I'm back up to 6. Right. And then I'm going to upkeep that on them. probably not much use doing that, but it keeps them alive. Can I borrow the tape measure?
Oh, sorry, yeah, I've grabbed
okay.
everything.
I should come equipped with one myself. Let's see how far this could go. 7.
You're going to bombard them with grenades.
It's very tempting. You see, that's changed what I was going to do. Really has.
That was really lucky taking out two of the Lockbash brothers like that.
It really, really has. So, I need to get that off you. So let's go first with Sully. Okay, so Sully is going to move all of 7 to that. There we go.
Yeah.
Right, and he is going to sky drop these bombs.
So what does that do with sky drop?
It ignores cover. It doesn't really make a difference to be
Yeah.
fair.
Okay.
And fire blast. Oh right, yeah, it explodes if it dies. So yeah, I've just got this bomb to be able to drop. My rat is 6. What's your defense?
Defense is 14.
Okay, right. So there we go. We need an 8 to be able to hit, which we do.
Cool.
Right. So middle one.
Yeah, makes sense.
Power 12.
Power 12. Defense. Oh, sorry. Armor is normally 15. Shield wall puts it up to 17.
Okay, so -5. So that's
3 damage on her.
And then it's AoE 2 and it's 8 damage. 8 power 8. So it was 17, was it?
Yeah.
So I need that's -9. No, and another 1 damage.
1 damage on the assault cannon dude.
And then I'm going to reposition.
Is there any continuous effects it does?
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't set fire to anyone?
No, it doesn't. Yeah, so we're just going to flap over here 5 inches. Can solos take these?
Yeah.
Okay, well
So now that means you're contesting it, meaning I can't score in your turn off that.
Okay. Next, I am going to. I think it's quite tempting to come up here with my Lockabash brother. Which one's left? Which one is it? It is Macabre. And Macabre is probably going to have to. There's no. Move 6. It's -2 to get over that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 6 -2, and it's plus D3 for charge, is it?
It's +3 for charging.
+3.
And you need to have a line of sight.
So, and I can't do that.
You can't
because of
see
smoke.
directly through smoke. No.
That's fine. But we might just do a little bit of advancing and do some shooting. I think that might be worthwhile. And they've got power 12 rifle, which is pretty decent.
Their rifle's ridiculous.
Okay, so I think that's what we're going to do. I'm gonna head out here.
Yeah, and take some pot shots.
Yeah.
Were you up keeping that spell on?
Yeah, I
You
did.
Right,
I
okay.
kept it. And so we have a rat of 6.
We said defense is 14.
Okay, so
Needs an 8.
which I've missed.
Missed. Okay.
That's fine. Have they got? They have not got reposition, have they?
No.
It would be nice if they did. Okay. So then there's Boggs, Mr. Boggs. Okay. Oh, I got spray rifle. Thunderbolt. I should have done that first. I should have fired first, Mr. Boggs. He's got a weapon.
That does pushbacks, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
I could have shot the middle one, and that would have made life a lot easier. But
Yeah, exactly.
you live and learn. There's always tools for the job. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
it's basically the same as what you can do with gun mages. Is do a thunderbolt strike.
so anyway, I'm going to come up here next to them. You're still going to shoot the front one off.
Yeah.
Let's shoot this middle one here. Okay, it's a spray. Range 10, so I can pretty much just get the one.
So yeah, you'll only get the one. If you could, if you'd moved, if you could have moved some other way, you could have maybe
I
put a
didn't
line
want
of sight
to
across
get my
two
own
of
model,
them.
so
So
I'm
no.
okay just doing this. So it's right. It's 7. So I need. It was 8. I needed last time. It must be.
Need a 7.
Yeah. And I've got a 7 here.
Yeah. And then the power?
The power is 13. That's not bad. That's good.
We said armour was 15, 16, 17 due to shield wall.
Yeah.
You're going for Terrier in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 6 damage.
Yeah, that's her dead.
Cool. And I get knocked back. Sorry about that. I get pushed back D3 from the D3 plus 1 from the overwhelming recoil. So I get pushed back 2, which I think is. There we go.
And because you killed her, they don't get inspiration anymore, and you've negated their shield wall, and yeah, that's pretty good.
Now I'm going to push up with.
I should have. Doesn't matter. My fault. So because of their shields, they have girded, which means they have resistance blast. So when you damage, it would be 1 less die. Doesn't matter. My fault. I should have noticed.
Right. Okay. I'm just gonna quickly check a range because you can do that any time.
Yeah.
Measure anything. 6 plus 8. 14. Can I actually get him in range? No, he's not going to be able to be in range. It's fine. He's got no gun, but that's fine. Okay, I'm going to push up with Chum is going to run. He has no means of shooting, so he's. I forgot about the animus. That's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, so they can. So sorry, yeah, I totally forgot about that. So you can cast their animus is a spell that a warlock can also cast, as if they had it themselves. But also the warbeast you can force to cast the animus, as if if there was a magical attack, then they can do that, or if it's a buff. So what's that one do?
Oh, excessive healing.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
Gauge rapid healing for 1 round. So that's good. He's able to. That's fab.
So you could put it on. Yeah, you could put it on either of them, obviously. And you could have Chum do it. So you could have Chum, like, if you were going to do, you want to take that objective, you could run forward, put excessive healing on, and Chum would quite happily, weather the storm of attacks, even if Chum gets charged. Chum is ridiculously tough.
Well, I'm debating, do I go for that? And it's playing risky if I don't. I'm contesting that one. You're not going to be able to get anyone else back to contest that one.
Yeah.
I could concede this one, but then I'm running I'm behind by 2.
You're behind. I've only got 1 VP so far.
Yeah.
If you, at the end of your turn, if you've got 2 models within 2 inches of that, means you've got a VP.
Well, it changes what I do next turn, because if I go entirely for that one and then come back, that might be work. I'm going to play risky. I'm going to risk it and see that hopefully I can grab that one.
Turn, how do you...
I'm not going to be able to grab it.
You're not going to kill him, no. So that's the point.
But you might... Well, you're going to have to try and kill that, and then I'll finish you off next turn, but then you'll have 2, won't you, at the end of your turn?
I think you need to go for that one.
Right. Okay. Cool. I'm going to get Chum to cast excessive healing.
Yeah.
Which is cost 1.
Yeah, and then put a spell marker next to it. Just a regular round one, because it's not an upkeep spell.
Cool. Right, and then I am going to move forward, the mighty 5.
Look at 5.
Yeah, and get myself...
Behind cover.
I think that's reasonable there, isn't it? I mean, I could be slightly behind the cover.
Yeah.
That probably makes Steve's life a little bit easier, that, actually.
Yeah.
So we'll go there. And then I'll rile.
Yeah, for another 1.
Yeah. I don't need to roll.
No, you don't need to roll anything like that.
Right, so I'll rile for another 1. And I could rile for it. It depends what I want to cast, because potentially I could have put a few more upkeep ones on. Black spot. That's not going to really help. Fortune. Right, okay. I could rile for 2 and then get a few more of the upkeeps. That's all. There we go. I'm going to have to leech 4
Yeah.
off him next turn, or 3 off him next turn.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to activate Commodore Foulblood,
Yeah.
who's going to take a little walk up. 6. Just come here behind him.
Yeah.
And then he's going to use some. I mean, let's use open bar again because I just love going to the bar. That's fine.
I think open bar with him is going to be great when you've got like a full army of like trollkin getting drunk.
I'm gonna pop my feet. So friendly warriors with stumbling drunk get +3 armor. That strikes me as a good point to do it.
So that puts Chum up at like armor 22, I think.
Or it's going to be that meaty. I'm going to cast Fortify. That's an upkeep,
And that means you could put Fortify on Chum.
which I'm going to do. So there we go.
And that's what, another 2 armor?
Yeah, that's another 2 armor.
He's on armor 24.
Any friendly models in base to base with it cannot be knocked down.
Does it say, can you put it on, is it for a unit or warbeast, does it say?
It's target friendly model in caster's battle group.
Yeah, it is battle group, yeah. So battle group is warbeasts or associated models that can be added.
That's it. You exclude those because they're just in the.
So I guess that's it.
And so I've done that. So that's
At least
3.
3, and there's 3 on Chum that you would need to siphon.
Yeah, and so.
And 3's alright, so you can redirect damage.
That's an enemy model. Fortune, what does that do?
Not worth it.
No,
this
not
turn.
worth it. And powder keg is an attack, so no. There
You're
we
good.
go. So there we are.
Okay, so end of that turn, I don't get a VP, but you don't have.
I get one.
No, because you need 2 models within 2 inches.
Ah, right, okay.
So you could have moved, if it was up to you, you could have moved Foulblood to get closer. But
He couldn't run.
make it.
He
Okay,
couldn't
well, then, no VP scored that turn, so it's still fine. So we remove these rings, remove those cloud effects.
There we are.
So yeah, I think against, they're useful against you in the sense that they could block charges going in, which, could have been potentially bad, or they force you to move out and do line of sight stuff. Right, so I've got no upkeep stuff in maintenance. I get my focus back in the control, I power up, I upkeep those 2 spells because they're definitely worth it at this stage. And then we get into my turn. Now the first thing is, do I want Vilkul to go first? Because do I need to spellcast against shuffle and turn while within 2 inches? Interesting. Iron Flesh I've already got in play. Superiority I've already got in play. Cyclone. I mean, technically, Cyclone could put me in position that I could do an assassination run on your leader. Interesting. But he is sat on 3 fury, which means that is a lot of damage that would just be chucked onto Chum, and therefore he could splatter me next turn. So it's not a time for an assassination run, that's for certain.
And this turn he's got +3 to his armour, so his armour would be 19.
Oh no, it's the bad. Okay, I can see what I need to do. Right, so Vilkul's definitely going to have to go first. So she's going to move 5 inches here. She's got a movement, so she's going to move 5 to there. I basically just need to get a line of sight with Chum and be within 8 inches. Yeah, okay, good. Then she's going to do her attacks, do a attack. Her thrown axe, because her thrown axe has the ability called has Ward Breaker. When resolving this attack, the weapon gains Blessed, which means I ignore any buffs on there for spells. Oh, that may not. maybe that won't actually do me any good. No, actually, her positioning herself there is useless. I thought it would get rid of some things. Got abilities that if you do it, they basically like remove the spell, but it's not that. So I don't want to do that. I need to get into position to hurt him. So maybe let's. What I want to do is I want to run over into the trees here. Because he can't see through trees. And she's got, I believe, if I remember rightly, she's got Pathfinder. So next, that will give me the ability of maybe next turn causing some havoc. Oh, the other thing I should have done is, before I do any of that, I need to have allocated focus on that, which is going to fire its gun, because that's all it would have done. So that's what the setup is. Then we'll activate Goran, who at this point is going to have to move forward to start contesting that. He's got a movement of 7, so he's going to move up. I think he's going to have to move it basically there, so he can gain the benefit of cover. And shoot his rocket launcher at point blank range. This is going to be. I think Goran's might get splattered as a result of things. Range attack rating of 7. He's also got marksman. When damaging a warjack or warbeast, I choose the column or branch that suffers damage. Defense
11.
So these are 4. Hits. Okay. It's a critical hit. On a critical hit, the model hit loses its initial attacks and cannot make power attacks or special attacks for 1 round. So that stops that. So even if it charges, it doesn't get its initial attack. Yeah, exactly. So you don't even get boosted attacks off that. That's good. And it can't do special attacks. Good. Okay. And then damage is power 14.
I'm armor 19.
And I get an additional die when against target that is directly hit, because it's brutal.
Okay, I'm armor 19, plus 3 for the feet, and plus 3 for 45.
Is it 3 for 45?
Yeah, I think no, it might be 2 actually. Maybe I'm just telling a lie. Oh no, it's plus 2. So it's
plus 5 20, total. Yeah, so it's 24.
Yeah.
So it's dice minus 10. Oh God, this isn't going to do much. So that does 3 damage.
And you can choose.
I'll do it to its. I'll do it to its spirit.
Okay, so spirit. Oh gosh, which one's that?
So spirit, as you can see, is would be green. So it's either spiral. Put it on 6, so it's 3.
6, yeah.
And then accept.
Yep, there we go.
Cool, that was good. And then because he's done that, he can reposition 3. I need to take the objective though at this point, so he's there. Right, then I'll activate the Warjack, which is going to move to take the objective. Or at least contest it, because I can't play with it. So then shoot, boosting the to hit roll, and then of course I will if I hit, I can boost the damage roll. Range attack rating is slug cannon. Range attack rating is 6. So, sorry, what was the defense on him?
11.
11, so I need a 5. Why am I boosting the to hit roll on this? Oh well, may as well just make sure it definitely hits.
Definitely hit.
Yeah, and we'll boost the damage roll.
Okay.
Maybe I should have kept the, power 6. Oh no, that's why. I'm an idiot, because I haven't used this stuff a lot. That weapon's got reload. I should have put 3 focus on it, and I could have just bought lots of shots against it easily. Because he's got a low defense, I could have just plugged him with like a lot of shots and boost each one. Anyway, power is 16.
So it's 24 up against.
16 versus, so that's 20, 26, 27. So that's going to be 3 points of damage to the 1.
Okay. 1,
and then
2, 3, accept.
A small or medium base model directly hit by this is slam D 3 inches backwards. In addition, so that's not going to happen. Then I'm going to fire my rocket launchers, or my grenade launcher, sorry. Arcing fire, they ignore intervening models, which I guess means then I can fire straight past, ignoring intervening models. Power 10.
After that attack is resolved,
so you get to do your
excessive healing.
Yeah.
It's D3. Oh, I should have got it for the previous one.
Yeah, do both.
Okay, so 2D3. First one for the one that you just done. So that's -2, and for the one that you did, -2. So
yeah.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Chum is like insane. So you take 2 off there, then 2 off there.
There we go.
Right, how do you kill this guy? So then my grenade launchers, the power 10, they're not really going to do much against him. Let me just check arcing fire, because...
Does that mean you can shoot over something? It sounds like you can shoot over something.
Yeah, it says when attacking this model can ignore intervening models. So surely that must mean I can shoot him and I don't need line of sight. Okay.
I think you could probably see him anyway, because the edge of your base goes to the edge of my base without crossing over.
Yeah, okay.
The Chum's base. So, yeah, I think.
Oh yeah, I can see him anyway. Yeah, okay, let's go for it.
Negative from it. So, he is defense 15 and his armor is 19 this turn.
Defense 15, so I need 9 to hit on the first shot. Hits. Power 10.
Yeah. Armor is 19 because of my feet this turn.
So dice -9. Nothing. And the next shot hits.
Crit.
Dice -9. Nothing.
Okay.
AoE is 2. It's only going to be a power 5. It's not going to hurt Chum.
Okay.
Right, so that's them all done over there. I should have put more focus on that and just plugged in with the little revolver essentially. This lot, this is tough.
If you can kill the pelican, if you can kill Sully, then you get a victory point, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I have to do. So we're gonna stand and shoot. Sully's gonna get an armor.
So it's he doesn't get the armor bonus because he's not within 10. He's not got stumbling, drunk. So he's living models within 1 inch of this model, which none of them are, so for -1 to attack roll, so that doesn't make a difference. It's flying high, so it's -3 to range, but it doesn't affect your shooting. So you can just shoot at him. He's defense 14.
Yeah. Defense 14. We'll get cover against. So I'm going to move only that one to there. He's essentially staying there and shooting. So we'll do the grenade launcher first. Defense 14 hits because it's range attack rating of 6. So it's power 12.
Armor 10. So it's whatever dice +2 is the damage.
So I do 9, 11 damage.
He only 5, so he's
but
done.
That now means I've got -1 to hit on stuff.
It's -1
Does
to
it explode?
attack and damage rolls.
Yeah. Does it explode? Fiery blast.
Fiery blast. Oh yeah. Fiery blast. Models within 2 inches of a power 14. I don't think any of them were.
He was, and he was. So they both take power 14 damage.
Okay, so
but it's blast.
So
it's one less die.
Oh, 1 less die.
They're power 14 and they are not in base contact, so they're only armor 15.
So dice -1. So that's 4.
4 on this one.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then on the other one, it's nothing.
Oh. So then he doesn't need to do anything else and will turn and face. Well, say he turns and face and he's going to shoot him. Okay. But it's going to be with -1 to the hit roll. rage shot rating is 6.
My defence for the last survivor, my
I'll be shooting only 2 shots.
It's 13.
Defence
Oh,
13.
it's actually minus. It's plus
blur.
3 defence as well.
Yeah.
16.
So defence 16. He's a medium-based model, so I get +1 to hit. So on range shot rate 6, so I need a 10 or more to hit. First shot hits. Second shot also hits.
Oh man.
Power 12. First shot gets dice +1 on damage.
I'm a 14.
Kills him.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Except. There we are. Okay. I was feeling good then. I was thinking I had a chance to clear him off there, and that's really not going to happen. You're dead as well. That's not going to happen.
Okay, so that's the end of my turn, and I get 1 VP there, so I'm on 2 VP to 0.
One more and you win.
But, I mean, I don't know, if you could pull a... Yeah, that's why you need to contest this turn.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go.
Or do something bloody spectacular there, or achieve a caster kill.
Yeah, I can't get my problem is I don't think I can get the caster kill. Yeah, because I won't be able to see you to charge you, and he hasn't got a ranged attack. He's only got. I've got powder keg, which could be useful. I mean, the best thing I could probably do is trying to clear them off there and catch that, and then I need to contest that. So those two could go for that. Boggs is going to have to.
Boggs is going to have to do the hard work.
It
was his movement.
Boggs is not bad. Boggs is 6.
6, so he can easily get within 2 inches.
Yeah, get with 2 inches
and pop one with a. But you have to be careful, because if you shoot,
I get knocked back D3.
That could put you too far away. So maybe
I'm going to have to throw everything at this, because you're on 2 already.
Yeah.
You get 1 next turn, at the end of this turn, and if I get 1, you're still 2 ahead of me.
Yeah.
If I split myself and fail to get that one, and not get this one, then you're 3 ahead of me and you win. So I need to throw everything I can at these guys. So let's think about this.
And also, Chum can't do slam or power attacks there, so essentially you don't get your initial attacks, so you have to move up into position, and then all you can do is buy attacks.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
That's fine, but I'm just saying, like, I really messed up here. Goran really messed that up.
How much armor and damage does this guy have?
He's got defense 14, armor 14. He's quite soft.
See, Chum could eat him. That probably would be worthwhile doing.
Yeah, you get health back.
Yeah, so he could chow down on that and then still be in range to be able to try and wallop this fella.
Yeah.
So that's probably worthwhile doing. The Boggs.
Defense 14 and armor 12. He's not going to put up much resistance on that.
No, I mean, to be fair, I can just shove him in here and you can potentially push someone back. I might be able to actually clear models' range attacks against friendly models automatically miss. So if Chum was there fighting him, I might be able to shoot him out of the way and knock him back, which could potentially be useful.
But you still need to be in a position to contest that. Because remember, I'll get 1 VP off that.
You'll get. Is the difference 3 BP?
It's got to be a difference of 3. So you need to clear this.
So I'm going to chuck everything I can at this. Right. They won't be in a position to come and get that.
Are you really sure you can clear it and get? And
I can't power attack that.
You can't power. So you can't do slams. You can't do body slams. You can't do throws.
I can boost, but I don't get my initial.
You don't get your initial, so you can make up to. You can make up to 4 attacks.
Yeah. Well, actually, he's got on his profile. He's got 3 weapons.
Yeah. but all those initial attacks are gone. So every time you spend every time you rile, it's just force is one attack with one of those. Now, some of them, like the Great Maul's got a range of 1. The Mind Flayer's got a range of 2. So you could potentially be in range. Oh, you're not in range for that.
I think. Okay, so. Right, okay, now I've got it. He potentially could shoot him and knock him out back.
Can it do that?
Well, any models hit or push D3 directly away from the attacking model.
Oh!
So
shit.
Boggs can get there, push him back. I can put Chum here forward and eat him reasonably within it, and then I can use whatever fury I've got left on my caster to try and have a go at clearing out.
You could get your caster in position and powder keg them. But they've got resistance blast.
No, I've just got to take this because if I can take it and hold it, I'm in a better position to deal with her.
Yeah.
Right, and then they'll be clocking at 1 as long as I'm clocking.
It's going to be down to the wire, this one.
So yeah, let's do this. So first of all, let's use Boggs. Boggs is going to move himself up. Oh no! First of all, leech off onto there. Right, I'm keeping the the Chum's excessive healing is 1 round only, so that's gone. Okay. Then I've got 1 upkeep there, which is fortify on Chum, which I think is really worthwhile keeping up. So I'm going to use 1 to be able to do that. Okay. Now I'm going to activate with Boggs. It's going to come to here, and he's going to use its spray. So Boggs' spray attack is the Deck Sweeper. That's his gun. Spray 10. Okay, there we go. Shooting the spray at your Warjack. It is Rat is 7 should I say. And what's your defence? Now this is in the way. Does that affect sprays or not?
No, sprays ignore cover.
Okay, so what's your defence?
Sorry, against Razor.
Razor.
Yeah. Defence is 11 unless there was anything from a spell.
Right.
I think there was. It's 13.
Defence 13. So I need dice -6. Yay! Done it. Right. Okay. So it's power 13. I'll do this bit first.
Armor 9. Armor with a shield. Armor 21.
Okay. So that's dice -8.
Oh right, that's not bad.
2 to the 3.
Okay.
And then you get pushback D3.
2 inches. That's good.
That's good.
So
and I get the overwhelming recoil.
Yeah.
Pushes me back D3 directly away from the model targeted. There we go. So D3 +1 should I say. So he's going back 4 inches.
Yeah. I'm 2 inches away from the terrain, so that means I can't claim it.
Right, now it is. Do I still have to declare a charge to get in?
No, you can just walk up to him.
I'm going to walk up and slap him. Then, in which case,
because you got what, a movement of 5? Movement 6?
Movement 5. That's easily enough to.
So 5, as long as you get around. And he's got, remember, a 2-inch range with his flail, which is the most powerful thing you've got.
Okay, so I think
really you want to stop there because you don't want to touch the woods.
Ah, right. Okay. So Rile to be able to get the extra attack for the flail.
Yeah.
I need my mat is 8. Do I want to? I probably can kill him. Yeah, I'll stuff it. I'll kind of boost that again to get the boost of the attack.
Yeah.
So mat is 8.
Defense is 14.
Okay, so dice -6.
Yeah.
I've hit.
And it's a critical with the Mind Flail.
Which that doesn't really make much difference. It's got Warhead. If it directly hits extra large base models or smaller. All right, you're smaller than that. enemy models within 2 inches of this model suffer an unboosted power 10 boss damage. Well, that's all right. So the damage is not considered to have been caused by attack, so potentially I could hurt that. I'm going to boost the damage.
Yeah, just make sure it's
18 plus 3. Were you armor's 40? Was it?
Armor's 14.
So dice plus 4. Yeah, I think you're dead. It's 14.
He's dead.
That means I get... then there's the damage onto this as well, which is power 10. It's blast damage, so it's only 1 die, isn't it?
Yeah.
So...
Well, no, it's 2 dice.
Oh, is it?
Dice, yeah.
Okay, 17.
No,
it's not
bounces.
Is
there anything with his...
Well, I'm
snacking.
Yeah, snacking. When it boxes a living model with a melee attack, it may choose to remove the box model from play. When it does, it removes it. This model can remove D3 damage points.
So I think when this model is now, because there's a difference between boxed and disabled, right? So because he's got tough. So when he gets disabled, but I think there is why is this being weird? Let's just find the thing. So it gets a little bit funky here. So disabled, boxed, and destroyed. Okay. A model is disabled when all its damage boxes are marked, or if it does not have damage boxes when it suffers 1 damage point. If an effect causes a model to leave play or cease being disabled, such as when damage is removed due to a tough roll, do not resolve any additional effects. Likewise, if an effect causes a boxed model to leave play or no longer be boxed, do not resolve any additional effects triggered by the model being boxed. Right. So a model disabled when all of its damage boxes are marked. So it's disabled.
We have to find out what the effect of the tough is, and then then add.
Because then when a model is boxed, so after resolving the effects of being disabled, it is then considered boxed. Mm-hmm. So first of all, does he tough? No.
Okay.
So he's boxed, meaning you snack on him.
Yeah.
So roll to heal. You get
3. Oh, so that's my 2 back anyway.
So you gobble him up and he's dead. So yeah, that's really important to get the sequencing of that.
That's okay. He's got his 45 anyway.
But that now means nothing's contesting. Well, you've got 1 model contesting it. If you can get another model on there, which you mostly will this turn, then that means you'll get a VP, and I'll have a VP. Mean it'll be 3-1 on VPs.
Yeah. So now I need to.
That was a good move.
And now I'm going to have to just go with Foulblood. I can move 6. Maybe I might be able to get there and do some. No, I'm still not going to be able to see you.
It could. Oh no, because he'll lose 2 on the 2 inches on the move.
Yeah, I can't get through the gap.
Well, no, you can go over the wall. It'll cost him 2 inches. I was just wondering, could he charge and take out the warjack?
No, I don't. Oh gosh, how far is that? So that is 8.
8 inches. His move is 6 plus 3 comes 9. Goes down by 2 is 7. He's got a 1 inch engagement range.
Yeah, he has.
So he could definitely make a charge, and he's sitting on however many fury.
Yeah, he's got 5 fury. You know what? This is as good a chance as I'm going to get, really.
You might want to rile the beast though for 1 more before you finish its activation.
Why not? I'm going to use it all.
Because you're going to need all that.
And then it's going to depend. Right. Let's
but then you might be. If you don't do it, you'll be in a position. If you don't do it, you could get smacked by Vilkul the next turn.
Yeah, that would be scary. I should imagine she's scarier.
Oh yeah.
So I need to take that, and if I can do that, I've got a couple of people around there that are fairly tough. You know, I mean, he's got 17 damage.
That'd be really tough going for a
armor 16. You know what I mean? I'm used to Kane that's considerably less than that.
Yeah, exactly right.
12 or something. So, and defensive 15, so that's not that bad. And
has he got anything that he can trigger spell or something that he can put up?
what does Grievous Wounds do?
Grievous wounds, it should say.
Oh, it's not. It's Fighting Dirty grants him Grievous Wounds.
Grievous wounds, I think, prevents tough rolls.
Yeah. Okay. So black spot. You know, the spells. I'm just going to need just the power. I'm just going to need the power from this. My tactics. Walk it off. Okay. Fighting Dirty. Right, okay, so stuff it. I'm going to charge with him onto this Warjack. Okay, so we said it was 7 total, which will fetch him nicely right up into the Warjack's face there, within 1 inch. And now it's time, it's clobbering time. Okay, so I'm using the battle plan Fighting Dirty, why not?
Okay.
Mind you, I can just open bar, why not? We'll all be stumbling drunks. I won't fight dirty, it won't make a difference. So I've got Siren Song, which is Mat 7. And I'm gonna
Has he got any other special stuff on him?
No, it's just that really.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I'm using. It's Mat 7. Your defense is...
Defense is 11, but with a spell in place 13.
Oh, shall we boost a hit? No, I've got a good chance of being able to do it. Because I want to be able to boost the damage. 13, I need over 5. Come on. Which I've done. It's critical, doesn't make any difference, that. And I'm going to boost the damage.
The damage is boosted automatically because you charge.
Alright, fair enough. That's good. Power 14 plus these.
And armour is 21.
That's 24, 29.
So 8 damage.
Yeah, to the 2.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay, and
So then you would buy another attack.
buy another attack. I'm just going to roll to hit normally, which
Hit.
I have hit, and I'll
Then you'll
boost.
boost it.
So it's dice minus 7, so that's 5 damage to the 5.
Okay.
I'll buy another attack. Hit,
Yeah.
boost the damage. Minus 7, so that's
6 damage.
go to the
2. Okay, so you've taken out taken out its movement, so its defense is now 5.
Okay, I'll just buy the extra attack. I've missed. So there we go.
You missed on its defense of 5?
Oh no, I haven't actually. It's rat 7 plus
can't
that.
miss that.
Oh, too much Warhammer in my life. That's what's gone on there.
Yeah, right.
So it's
Dice minus 7.
yeah. So there we go.
Ah, no.
Okay, that's fair enough.
That was worth a try.
I might survive. We'll see.
Ooh.
The dice.
Right, okay. So that's the end of your turn. Okay. Well, I think we know what's going to happen here. So that's going to power up.
Is she going for it?
Right, well,
up with
it's the thing is the Warjack has still got its arm in play. There's a power 18 attack. So if I upkeep the spells, that costs 2. But one of them is for the armor on her, so I'm not going to upkeep her spell of armor because if she's going to do anything, it's going to be this turn to go in for the kill. Obviously, you got 1 VP there, I got 1 there, so it's 3 versus 1. So no one's won on at the end of. Remember, I can only win at the end of your turn.
Okay.
So you did the right thing there by claiming at the end of your turn to stop me winning that. So now Yeah, we're going to put Further 2 on the Warjack. It's going to stand there and it's going to pummel you with all of its initial attacks. I'm just going to start with the Warjack and go from there.
Cool.
So the first thing is, it's going to fire its... Oh no, the slug cannon is small or medium, goes D3 directly away. I do that last. So it can use its gun in close combat because it's got gunfighter. So it's going to use instead its Ripper Shield. Melee attack rating is 7. Defense.
Defense 15.
Need an 8 or more. So I'm going to boost the to hit roll. So it's a hit. It's not a critical, which is a shame. Boost the to damage roll. Power 18. Armor.
Armor is 16.
So dice plus 2. Oh no!
Oh man!
That's 17 damage.
Well, that's enough to kill him.
Is that really precisely enough to kill him?
Precisely enough to be able
You
to
see,
kill him.
that was, yeah, that was close.
Wow. Well done. That was
Cool.
pretty awesome.
Good game.
Yeah, it was. It's quite different for me. First time using hordes.
Yeah,
And
you had a bit of a learning curve there with them. So I think, was the charge the right thing? I mean, you could have played conservatively and just sat behind that wall. I wouldn't have been easily able to get... I would have done difficult, because actually if you sat behind the wall, I could have gone through the woods and gone a charge with her, so it would all have been on her instead on that attack. But if you just sat there and camped with all the fury, you could have just then redirected all the damage straight onto Chum, who was sat on... Oh, no, let me just see.
4.
Yeah, I think with Chum, you can redirect damage onto him if he is maxed out on fury.
You know what? What I should have done is cast the spell that Chum gives me, that gives Foulblood. The Chum's spell is the excessive healing.
Yeah.
And that, well, it would have got me an extra D3. I'd probably still be crushed there. Ultimately, I think the main thing that I did wrong initially was being indecisive.
Yeah.
What I thought I could do was, I thought I could overpower this unit here. I was aiming to take this bit here and have my caster and my warbeast as the backstop, and that would allow me to try and get that and be in a position to contest this. That was what I was hoping for. However, that round of shooting that these fellas had, the hounds, onto the Lockerbash brothers, kind of made that really very difficult for me.
Because you got there, that cost you... Did you rile to do that extra one on that?
I think I must have done.
Yeah, so I think essentially you would have to have gone there, done what you've done, left, only have 3 fury on it. He could have sat there, accepted the charge potentially, in which case I mostly wouldn't do it because I'd have to charge with both of them to really have a chance. I mean, I'd actually have to go after that. Because he would have camped so much fury, I would have redirect all the damage onto Chum, and Chum is pretty good for that because Chum would have just gone, I'll heal. Chum, I think, would be even more fun in larger games with lots of cheap troops around to munch on, and it'll be interesting to know what other warbeasts would fit with Foulblood's stuff. But that was cool. So what do you think then of Trollbloods?
I'm definitely going to get this Command Cadre. In fact, when that box set comes out with these and the...
Literally 2 days' time is release date, so you can pre-order it.
Oh yeah, I think that'll be something I'll be getting. I think I'll be getting it, and then this will be my warband for
get them, and then pick up. I mean, you could either get the battle box, will get you another warcaster and 2 warbeasts, or get one of the auxiliary boxes and therefore get some troops and get one of the character warbeasts, because I think there's the deep one, which is like a Cthulhu-y kind of
tentacly. The tentacly one. That looks pretty awesome, that.
And then you've got 2 giant fishy, because the 2 basic or at least I say basic, but one of them I think is more of a general kind of like troll. It's a bit more humanoid and is a bit more like it's just a giant pirate, and carries like. But those ones you can mix and match the parts on, so you can magnetize and stuff. So yeah, but they're tough. They're really horrendously tough. Like that takes a lot of shooting to do stuff, and yeah. And Mr. Boggs is fun.
God, yeah, no, I figured out how to use it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's important for how the gameplay of this works, because it exactly shows the fact that models and attacks like that can change who's going to win an objective, because it's not just I run up to an objective and I sit there until someone shoots me off it or kills me. You can do movement shenanigans, essentially, shoot them. It didn't even, because even with that, he shoots at the target. He doesn't need to damage them. He just needs to hit them, and you can push them off an objective, which is so, in this type of game, is so important. It just shows how different this is to playing 40k or Warhammer, where you just meet an objective and you just grind against each other there.
Yeah, it's a weight of dice, and that's the Warhammer philosophy, isn't it? A bucket of dice, you're fishing for sixes.
But this is
very different, and it feels pretty good. Feels really characterful. I really enjoyed it, and I think there's such humour in the models. They look great. I've been missing it. I think they'll be really good fun to paint.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to paint these ones. So I think they're going to be the first things I paint once the next demo day's out of the way, because they're going to be. I think they'll be quite easy to paint. I think I'm just going to. I've kind of slap chopped them already. They're zenithally primed, and just do them as a box art. The box art's classic.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah, I'm going to just do them as red coats. Why not?
Well, yeah, definitely. I like it.
Mr. Boggs has got a bit of sharp with him. You can imagine him just wandering and go, "Chosen man, I didn't bloody choose you.
Get up, you bastards."
Definitely. So it'll be really interesting if they bring out some more models like that, keep the same kind of red coat theme.
Yeah.
I'd really like to see some like standard troopers like the Lockbash brothers, but like not an elite unit.
Have they done things like that?
There are some basic. I think there's some basic trolls, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. You have to look at the cards. But that's about over. So if you're watching this, thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll do another one soon. So bye.